We go to the fifth inning. Raiders will have a new pitcher as Chandler Alderman goes 4 innings. We'll give you his totals in a moment, but the new pitcher is Landon Birch, the junior from Corning, New York.
Landon Birch making his 10th appearance, all but 2 of them in relief. He's thrown 17 in the third innings, given up 20 runs, 15 of them earned on 22 hits, 9 walks, 17 strikeouts, 7.79 ERA, 1-0 record with 2 saves. And, you know, Dick, we need to remind folks one more time that since our Blue Raiders got a hit in the 4th inning, you can text the word SINGLE, that's SINGLE, to 83200, 83200 to receive your coupon for a free Dave's single cheeseburger that you can redeem at any Murfreesboro or Smyrna Wendy's location.
Birch pitched on Tuesday against Southeast Missouri and was not effective. He gave up 3 hits and 3 runs. 2 of them were earned in 1 inning against SEMO.
And we're going to see a pinch hitter here. This is Deering, who played center field yesterday, so I suspect that he's going to pinch hit then stay in the ball game.
He will bat for Serrano, who had been on base twice. Birch first pitch in for a strike, 0-1. So Deering in for Serrano for FIU. 1 strike to count. Birch comes back and misses with ball 1, 1-1. Deering is the young man from West Virginia, transferred from Marshall. It's ball 2, 2-1. Actually went from Marshall to a junior college in Florida, the State College of Florida, and then from there to FIU. 2 balls and a strike. Strike 2 called, caught the outside corner, 2-2. So it'll be the bottom third of the order, and that was the part of the order that got us in trouble in the 4th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Birch delivers outside, ball 3. Full count, 3-2.
Yeah, Serrano walked against Chandler Alderman, and that just kind of opened up the floodgates.
Here's Birch with the pitch, and it swung on and popped foul out of play.
That must have gotten back over the stands.
Didn't hear it hit.
I didn't. That was, ordinarily we can hear them either off the stands or off the roof above us.
Full count, 3-2. And struck him out swinging. Took a little bit off that pitch and had him out in front. Strike 1, or out number 1 here in the 5th.
Yeah, I'd been throwing him fastballs, came back with a changeup in the mid-70s and had him way out in front.
This is Rooney. The catcher swings at the first pitch, hits it into right center. Snyder on a long run on the warning track and dropped the ball, and Rooney's going to go into second base.
Yeah, he had the ball in his glove, and then he hit the wall, and the ball came out. You don't see that very often from him.
No, you don't. We'll see if they score that a hit or an error.
Oh, I think that's got to be a hit.
Rooney's at second base with 1 out now.
Yeah, they're calling that a double to right center.
And about the number 9 hitter, Valentin. Laid down a bunt his last time up. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Foul ground. Phillips is over there and grabs it for out number 2. So with 2 outs, you would figure the inning would be over now, but for the hit by Rooney. Here's Ulloa. He's been a pretty tough out in this series, the leadoff man. Has a double and a single in this game. 2 for 3. Birch checks the runner at second. Pitch is swung on, and a little topper hit to third. Badalak up with it, over to first in time, and the inning is over. Good inning for Landon Birch. No runs, a hit. 1 left. And we are halfway home in this game. It's Florida International 6, Middle Tennessee 4. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Raiders down 6-4 after taking a 4-0 lead in the first inning. The Raiders have not been able to add on. Florida International got 1 run in the 3rd and had a big inning in the 4th where they picked up 5 runs. And it's a 6-4 game. Cooper Clapp will lead it off for the Raiders. Popped out to the pitcher in the 2nd inning. He's the number 9 hitter, and Eston Snyder will follow. Cooper yesterday had a single in 4 trips. Takes strike 1 from the second Florida International pitcher, David Eckes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Third baseman playing way off the bag, giving him the left field line. He swings and pops it up into short left center. Left fielder coming on, and that will be Brett to make the catch for out number 1.
That ball was closer to center field than left field, wasn't it? He came a long, long way for that ball.
The batter will be Eston Snyder, who singled in the 1st, hit into a fielder's choice in the 2nd. And the first pitch from Eckes is in for a strike, 0-1. Left-hander with the pitch. Took a little off, and Snyder took it for ball 1. 1-1. Final game of this series tomorrow at 1 o'clock here. Ball inside and got away from the catcher Rooney. 2 balls and a strike. So the Raiders have not really threatened since that first inning when they had a big 4-run inning. Pitches ball 3 high, 3-1.
We haven't had a runner past first base since.
3-1 pitch. Strike called, full count.
A forced play, a double play, a caught stealing.
Full count now to Snyder. And the left-hander delivers, and inside, ball 4, they walked him. I have that as the first walk that the Raiders have received in this game.
That is correct, Dick.
Snyder at first, one out. The batter is Badalak.
Now, Trayson Cameron, the starter, hit a couple of people, but he didn't walk anybody.
Showed bunt and apparently bunted through it. Strike 1. Yeah. I expect Tyler Minnick's glad he's gone because he was the player who was hit twice.
Yep.
1 strike to count. Minnick is on deck.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him bunt again.
Pitch is outside, 1-1.
Badalak hits right-handers an awful lot better.
And again, that third baseman playing way off the bag at third. Shortstop moved over closer to second base. And the throw goes over to first. And Snyder was almost standing on the bag when they threw over there. One ball, 1 strike. There goes Snyder. They've got him picked off, and a bad throw. Gets by the first baseman. That hit the umpire, who's down. Snyder's at second. The umpire got hit by the throw, which was a very poor throw to first, and the umpire caught the brunt of that.
Yeah, Snyder had taken off, and I think that what happened was the first baseman, Brian West, was looking at that runner and not looking at that baseball like he should. Boy, and it just clipped Joseph Smith, the first base umpire.
Well, that's a break for the Raiders because the runner would have been picked off clean.
Yeah.
He was off and running, and the left-hander still had the ball through to first, and the throw hit the umpire.
I think it got him in the leg, maybe. Yeah. He's walking okay now.
He's going to
tough it out.
Walk it off. The batter will still be Badalak. The count is 1-1 on him. And now Snyder is at second base. That'll be an error on the pitcher, I would think. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Badalak.
Not giving him quite as much room over there at third base as they have, but there's still a lot of room there.
Outside. Haven't put an arrow up. Are they going to call that a stolen base, you think?
Oh, I hope not.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And the left-hander delivers a line drive. It's going to be in there. Snyder will hold at third. The throw came back in very quickly.
What a nice job of hitting there. Badalak didn't try to do too much, just got the bat on the ball, got it over the infielders' heads, and so now the Raiders have runners at first and second, or first and third with just 1 out.
Second hit for Badalak. And the first hit off the left-hander, Eckes. Here's Minnick, and he's hoping at least not to get hit by a pitch this time. Although if he did, it would load the bases. And the pitch to the plate, high, ball 1. Badalak at first and Snyder at third. And the pitch. Swung on, grounded foul past third. The count will go to 1-1. Von Dolan waiting to hit next.
Dick, they're calling that a stolen base.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'll erase the error I put down.
I'm not quite sure I would have scored it that way, but
There's a ball hit deep to left center field. Long run, and that one is caught on the warning track. Snyder will score. Badalak advances to second. And now it's a 6-5 game. Minnick hit that ball a long way. We'll get a run batted in on a sacrifice fly.
and heads up base running from Clay Badalak. As deep as that was, he knew it was going to take the center field a little bit of time to react. And they certainly would not be expecting him to try to advance.
Dolan takes a strike.
So now we've got a one-run ball game. Von Dolan could tie this up or put us in the lead.
One strike to count. Runner at second leads. Pitch low and outside. 1-1. Von Dolan doubled and scored in the first inning. And hit into a 5-4-3 double play in the third.
Von Dolan, a .333 hitter against left-handed pitching.
One ball, one strike to count. Lights are on here. Been on most of the afternoon, I think, John.
I think they turned them on about the second inning.
Pitch is outside, ball two. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't think they're all that worried about Von Dolan. If they walk him, that's okay because they'd rather have the matchup with the left-handed hitting Nathan Brewer on deck.
Ball 3 is outside, 3-1.
What they don't realize, though, is that Brewer is a .455 hitter, 10 for 22 against left-handers.
Inside, ball 4, and they walked him. That's the second walk in the inning given up by Eckes. First and second with 2 outs, and Nathan Brewer is the batter. Struck out in the first and hit to the first baseman in the third. 0 for 2. And some left-handed hitters hit lefties better than they hit righties. Pitch is outside, ball 1. And Brewer's one of those, apparently.
They're with the right-hander, they were pitching him away. Still trying to pitch him away, at least through that first pitch of this at-bat.
The pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1.
Changed up on him a little bit. Had him out in front.
Badalak at second and Von Dolan at first. Raiders trail 6-5. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 on, 2 out the pitch. Swung on, driven into right field, but not deep enough. Right fielder will make a running catch, and that's going to end the 5th inning. So for the Raiders, 1 run. There was the 1 hit and 2 men left on, a couple of walks in that inning. So we've completed 5 full innings. It's FIU 6, Middle Tennessee 5 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Jr. Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Back at Reese Smith Field as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Logan Birch on the hill for the Raiders, and he'll be facing the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. In that last inning, played a bad throw from the pitcher trying to pick off Eston Snyder, who was given a stolen base. But the errant throw from the pitcher hit the umpire, Joseph Smith. And between innings, he has had an ice pack on his right knee. And that's going to bring up Keyshawn Frett. Frett had a 2-run homer back in the 4th inning that put the Panthers on top.
Pitch is outside for ball 1 to Frett. Frett now with 9 home runs on the season. As Landon Birch delivers, and that pitch is a bit low for ball 2.
We've got some scoring updates, Dick. We had a final up in Bowling Green, Western Kentucky, a 9-0 winner over Sam Houston.
Pitch is a bit outside, ball 3. They just keep winning games, don't they?
Yeah, they're going to be pushing Dallas Baptist hard, I have a feeling.
3-0 the count. 6-5, Raiders trailing. And there's a strike call, 3 balls and a strike.
Down in Ruston, in the first game, which was the conclusion of a suspended game, Kennesaw State beat Louisiana Tech 6-1.
Swinging a ground ball foul past third. That'll fill it up 3-2.
They're in the bottom of the 8th in Ruston in their regularly scheduled game, and Louisiana Tech is on top of Kennesaw State 4-0. Speaking of Kennesaw State, their women softballers are across campus here in Murfreesboro today. They're in the bottom of the 5th inning over there, in MTSU on top 5-0.
There's ball 4 to Frett. Leadoff walk in the 6th inning. And the batter will be West, first baseman, who has a single in 3 trips.
I think our only other ball game it will be Liberty at Jackson State, and they don't get underway for another hour and about an hour and 10 minutes or so. Dallas Baptist and New Mexico State played a doubleheader yesterday because of impending weather, and that impending weather is impended apparently because they're not going to play the 3rd game in that series until tomorrow.
Pitch high to West for ball 1. Runner at first. And Birch with the pitch, and it swung out hit into center field. Snyder's going to be there and play it for out number 1.
He didn't have to move much for that, did he?
Not very far. Came in just a few steps. 1 out. El Defonso, the designated hitter, 2 hits and 3 trips today.
Designated hitter number 30, Andrew Ildefonso.
Landon Birch in relief of Chandler Alderman, working in his 2nd inning, pitched a scoreless 5th. 1 on, 1 out. And a strike call gets ahead in the count, 1 strike. El Defonso, a .372 hitter coming into the game with 3 home runs.
Another left-hander down in the Florida International bullpen.
Raiders also with a lefty throwing in their pen. That's probably Kerrigan.
Kerrigan was thrown earlier. Well, I don't know whether anybody's seen it, but there's a baseball out.
Strike
came out of the bullpen.
I'm sorry?
There was a baseball that came out of the bullpen down the left field line, but they got it out. I don't think anybody noticed.
2 strikes the count. And Birch with the pitch. It is swung on, grounded foul past third. Count holds at 2 strikes. Well, it was cloudy when we started the game. Still cloudy. Thank goodness the rain has held off for the most part today. Had a few light showers, and I think we're getting one right now as I just saw some umbrellas go up.
Yeah, I just saw somebody put up a
2 strikes the count.
Put up a poncho.
High for a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ildefonso is the number 4 hitter for the Panthers.
There's Juan Villarreal throwing in the Panther bullpen, a big left-hander.
The pitch. Ground ball to second. Clap to Wolf. 1 over to first. 2. That's a double play. And the inning is over. That is a 4-6-3 double play and gets the Raiders out of the 6th inning with no runs, no hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th, and the score remains Middle Tennessee trailing 6-5 to FIU. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, Panthers will have a new pitcher coming out of the bin. Left-hander, Juan Villarreal. He's a big guy, 6'6", 220, a junior out of Panama City, Panama.
He is definitely a big guy. Let's see, he kind of looks like a little bit like Aroldis Chapman, doesn't he?
Hope he doesn't throw like him.
Well, I hope not. The umpire, Joseph Smith, is just now taking the field. He has been over yet again. He was over against the right field retaining wall down the line with the ice pack on his knee again. Let me get you some numbers on Villarreal, making his 9th appearance.
Here's the first pitch to Matt Wolf leading off here in the 6th, strike 1 call.
7 of those appearances have been in relief. He's thrown 25 innings, given up 11 runs, 8 of them earned. On 18 hits, 10 walks, 36 strikeouts. 2.88 ERA with a 5-1 record and 1 save. Opponents hitting 198.
Pitch low, 1-1.
He's tough.
And the pitch. Wolf takes it outside, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Brett Rogers apparently will not bat against the left-hander. We'll have Hayden Miller coming in. Now what's going on here?
Oh, I think he thought he had been walked, and they called it a strike instead.
I think he thought he was hit.
Maybe
the count was 2-1.
Okay, it's 3-1 then.
Yeah, now 3-1.
Okay. Well, apparently he wasn't hit.
So he'll stand back in there, and the pitch coming in high. Now
There.
he can walk.
Yeah, there's ball 4.
Leadoff man on, and that represents the tying run here in the 6th inning. And the batter will be Hayden Miller. He'll hit for Rogers. Coach Myers going for the matchup here, taking out the left-handed hitter and putting the right-handed hitter Miller in.
Yeah, Miller hits left-handed pretty well. 6 of 11 in appearances against the lefties this year.
So Brett Rogers had been 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. And now Hayden Miller in. Will probably stay in to play right field. Pitch to him is an off-speed pitch, low for ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Had him way out in front.
Raiders apparently not interested in bunting here. Had they been thinking about that, they would have probably left Rogers in to bunt, but they want Miller to deliver with the bat. Throw to first, runner back.
So you talked to Miller, yesterday? Friday?
Yes, yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah, before the ball game.
He has 5 home runs, and his home run was his first collegiate hit. First home run for the Raiders this season, his first hit in college.
Transfer from what, College of Charleston?
Yep.
And they've got a kid that's a transfer from the Citadel.
Pitch is high. Ball
Charleston must
two and
not
one.
have been attractive to either one of those young men.
Must not. 2 balls and a strike to Miller.
They both have nice ballparks.
Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 3.
Citadel plays in the Sally League stadium that's right next to campus, and College of Charleston plays across in Mount Pleasant on Patriots Point.
Swing and a miss. 3-2. Trace Phillips waiting on deck. Wolf leads at first. Strike 3 called. Caught the inside corner. That's out number 1. And now Phillips will bat with a runner at first and 1 out. Trace singled in the 2nd inning, lined out to short in the 4th. Hit the ball well both times. Swings, hits this one straight up in the air, but foul. It's going to drift out of play. 1 strike to count. And the pitch, high. 1-1. Trace out of Spring Hill, Tennessee. Played at Grace Christian. One ball, 1 strike. Ball 2 is high. Relief pitcher, Juan Villarreal. Throws to first, and again, Wolf is back.
Wasn't Mariano Rivera from Panama?
I think you're right. I believe you're right. High. 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, they've got a baseball tradition in Panama that goes back a long, long way.
3-1 now to Phillips. Swing and a miss. Well, he had Miller 3-1 and struck him out. Now he's 3-2 with Phillips. Be interesting to see if they start the runner here. They do. Pitches ball 4 inside. So 2 walks in the inning from the relief pitcher. And with runners at first and second, the batter is Cooper Clapp.
And we're going to get a mound visit here. This is, I suspect, though, just to settle the pitcher down a little bit, because there's nobody throwing in their bullpen.
So they'll probably want the lefty to pitch to Clapp since he's a left-handed batter. And we'll see what the thinking is. As I assume that's the head coach, Coach Whitten, on the mound talking with his pitcher, catcher, and infielders. He is native, by the way, of Kentucky, Danville, Kentucky.
That's home of Center College. I spent what seemed like a month one week in Danville, Kentucky when I was in college.
We're going to have a pinch hitter. This is going to be Kenny McKinley to hit for Cooper Clapp.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Kenny, who, if you've been following the Raiders, if you know, he's got a lot of punch. So he will hit for Cooper Clapp, who had been 0 for 2. Kenny is a right-handed batter. Clapp was a lefty, so it'll be a righty-lefty matchup here with 2 men on. Threw him an off-speed pitch, and he took it low for ball 1.
It's going to be interesting to see how Jerry Myers handles his defensive replacements.
There's a swing and a ball hit foul and out of play to the right. Well, he's got plenty of options.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball, 1 strike. And the left-hander delivers. Fly ball down the right field line. That's going to be playable and will be caught by the right fielder. The runner at second will tag and move over to third. So the runners will have the tying run at third, but 2 outs here in the 6th inning. And the leadoff man, Eston Snyder, will be the batter. First and third, 2 outs. Eston is singled, hit into a fielder's choice, and walked. He has scored 2 runs. And the first pitch to him is taken for strike 1. Clay Badalak on deck. Raiders have the tying run 90 feet away here in the 6th. Strike 2 called. Came in with a fastball. 0-2 the count.
I was just checking to see if Villarreal has control issues, but he's only thrown 1 wild pitch.
Runner on first goes. That's a delayed steal. They're just going to let him have the base. Trace Phillips.
He just kind of walked down, didn't he?
Yeah, and they were not going to take a chance on throwing down with that tying run at third. So now second and third, and a 1-2 count on the batter. And he hit a fly ball into fairly deep left center, but it's going to be handled by the center fielder for out number 3. So that rally goes by the boards. No runs, no hits, 2 left. We've completed 6 full innings. Here are your totals for FIU. So they just took them down.
Well, it's 6 runs on
6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Raiders. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. 6-5, FIU leads as we go to the 7th inning. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the seventh inning. Couple of changes defensively for the Raiders. Hayden Miller stays in to play right field. See pinch hit for Rogers in the sixth, and Cale Vinson will come in to take over at second base for Cooper Clapp. Clapp was lifted for a pinch hitter in the bottom of the inning. So those changes for the Raiders. Landon Birch will be starting his third inning of work here in the seventh inning. Coach Myers going over the changes with the home plate umpire. And this will be Crespo to lead off the seventh inning for the Panthers.
Landon Birch out for his third inning of work.
Birch has pitched 2 scoreless innings. And the first pitch to Crespo is a little bit low for ball 1. He has a double, has bounced out and walked. Right-handed batter. Birch delivers the pitch. Caught the corner for strike 1. 1-1. Swung on and went reaching for an outside pitch, fouled it out of play to the right side. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch stays upstairs for ball 2. 2-2. Birch delivers 2-2 and a swing and a tap foul down the third base side. Come back and do it all over again.
Third base coach walks over, picks that ball up, throws it out.
Two the count to Crespo. Birch winds and fires. Missed inside, ball 3. 3-2.
Now he walked the leadoff hitter in the sixth, but double play helped him out. Can't count on those double plays.
Check swing, did he go? Oh, first base umpire said no. So that will be a base on balls. Crespo. Second walk allowed by Birch. So a runner at first with no outs. Candes, the batter, he has struck out 3 times, all against the left-handers. the left-hander Alderman. Pitch to him is high for ball one. He had shortened up to bunt.
He was the last batter that Alderman faced back there in that fourth inning.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Birch ready with the pitch. Ball two. Again, he showed bunt. Again, the pitch was high.
Well, if they want to give you that out, take the out.
Two balls, no strikes. Again, he shows bunt, lays it down. Only play will be to first and out there. And down to second will go Crespo. Sacrifice bunt for Candeas. 1 out. And now the batter will be Deering. Austin Deering came in to hit for Serrano in the 5th and struck out. And he was the first batter that Landon Birch faced, and he struck him out.
And there is a left-hander throwing in the Raider bullpen. I'm wondering if this is one of those visits to consume some time to give that left-hander a little bit more time to get ready to come in and face this left-handed hitter.
Well, he is the only.
That's Colin Kerrigan working out there, working in a hurry for the Raiders. Yeah, here comes Jerry Myers. He's going to make the change.
So we will have a pitching change here in the 7th inning with 1 out. And the Raiders go to the bullpen. We'll take a break. I'd like to tell you about our new pitcher when we come back on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
New pitcher for the Blue Raiders is left-hander Colin Kerrigan. He is out of Nashville and attended Montgomery Bell Academy. And he started, John, on Tuesday against Southeast Missouri. Went 2 innings, allowed 1 run, was unearned, and with 1 hit.
Well, he is making his 5th appearance, all but that one from Tuesday in relief. Thrown a total of 5 1/3 innings, given up 6 runs, 3 of them earned on 10 hits, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts, 5.06 ERA with no decisions, no saves.
So he will be facing the left-handed hitter Deering unless they make a change. They have a number 19 standing there with a bat.
Oh, that's Deering.
Oh, okay.
That's been the pitching coach making those changes, because that's the head coach, and that's not the same guy.
So now the game will continue. First base umpire has been attended to during the delay.
He's been putting ice on that knee every opportunity he's had. Between innings, he's been standing over against the wall that goes down the right field line.
So Kerrigan ready to pitch to Deering, lefty-lefty matchup. Runner at second, one out. The pitch is a strike, 0-1.
Came in with off-speed delivery. I have a feeling that's not what Deering was expecting to see.
And the pitch. Outside, 1-1.
Yeah, I think that's what Deering thought he was going to see on that first pitch was the fastball.
Runner leads at second. And the pitch to the plate is outside, ball 2. 2-1. The runner got a fairly liberal lead at second base. 2 balls and a strike. It's 6-5. Raiders still trailing here in the 7th. And now Kerrigan turns, throws to second.
Bounced off Matt Wolf's glove right to. That's Cale Vinson that's come in at second base.
Good thing Cale was there.
Yeah. Popped right to him.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Crespo has been known to run. He's 2 for 2 in stolen bases. I'm not sure this is where you would do it, though.
Kerrigan with a 2-2 pitch coming. And just got the tip end of the bat on it. Fouled it over by the on-deck circle. Count holds at 2-2. Raiders led 4-0 after 1 inning, but FIU picked up a run in the 3rd and then scored 5 in a big 4th inning. Raiders came back with 1 run, now it's 6-5, and a swing and a miss struck him out.
Well, that's what he needed.
Got him on a high fastball.
Deering has struck out twice now.
And that's 2 away.
They might as well have just stayed with Serrano.
Here's Roney, the catcher. Single, double, and a pop out. 2 for 3. Kerrigan's pitch laid it right in there. Strike 1. Off-speed pitch. Runner at second base with 2 outs in the 7th. And the pitch. High. 2-2, or 1-1. One ball, 1 strike to Rooney. That's in for a strike, 1-2, and another off-speed pitch.
Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Badalak, Minnick, and Von Dolan. And if anybody reaches Nathan Brewer.
1-2 pitch coming. Foul to the screen. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Well, out of that trio you mentioned, ought to be able to get 1 run out of that, don't you think?
I would think Badalak is a left-handed hitter. He is going to be facing Villarreal, that big left-hander we saw in the 6th inning.
Fly ball right field, long run for Miller near the wall, and he's got it.
Wow.
Nice running catch by Hayden Miller out near the wall in right field.
2 steps short of the wall, and I thought that was going to get against the wall. He pulled that sucker in.
He'll get some high fives as he heads to the dugout.
Just saved a run for sure.
And that is all in the 7th inning. No runs. no hits, and one left. So Colin Kerrigan comes in, gets the job done out of the bullpen. We will go to the bottom of the 7th. It's still Florida International 6, the Blue Raiders 5. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Ben Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
And we go to the bottom half of inning number 7. As John mentioned, Raiders will have Badalak, Tyler Minnick, Brett Von Dolan to face the left-hander Juan Villarreal.
We got some finals to report on the scoreboard. I think we'd already done Western Kentucky on top of Sam Houston 9-0 up in Bowling Green. Over in Ruston, in the conclusion of the suspended game, Kennesaw State a 6-1 winner. In the regularly scheduled game, Louisiana Tech 7-3 winner. That's a final. Over across campus, Lady Raiders sweep Kennesaw State with a 5-1 win. That's a final as well. Liberty and Jacksonville State will be underway in about 40 minutes. And Dallas Baptist, New Mexico State played a doubleheader yesterday, and we'll finish that series tomorrow afternoon.
Clay Badalak will lead off for the Raiders. Here in the 7th, need a base runner.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him bunting for a base hit here.
First pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Did not show bunt. 2 singles and 3 trips.
First baseman West playing deep.
Outside corner strike.
Threw him something way off speed.
2 strikes the count. Swinging a foul back to the screen.
Well, so much for that idea of bunting for the base hit, huh?
2 strikes the count. Here's the left-hander's pitch. Ground ball to short. Up with it. Uloa over to first in time. And that's out number 1 in the 7th. Badalak grounds out short to first, and that will bring Tyler Minnick.
That throw from Uloa had a lot of rainbow to it, didn't it? And then it
Minnick does not have an official time at bat yet in this game. He's been hit twice and had a sacrifice fly in the 5th inning to drive in a run. In fact, that was the last run the Raiders scored.
Yeah, and that first hit bats, the time he was hit, ended up coming around to score on a wild pitch.
Minnick takes a pitch high for ball 1. Von Dolan waiting to hit next. Swung on, skied in the infield. High pop-up. Shortstop will call for it, make the catch for out number 2. This inning going too quickly. 2 outs. Here's Von Dolan. Has doubled, Hit into a double play and walked. Takes the pitch outside for ball one. Left-hander delivers, swing and a miss. Took a little off. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, apparently there's some light rain still happening here in the Murfreesboro area, but not here at the ballpark.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2.
Those umbrellas gone. Well, there's one still. But I don't, that's the only one I see.
Ball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brett. And the pitch. Struck him out swinging. 91 on the fastball, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Villarreal and the Panthers. So nothing doing in the 7th. We've completed 7 full innings. Florida International 6, Middle Tennessee 5 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net. Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
A couple of changes for the Raiders as we go to the 8th inning. Clay Badalak has left the game. Might have injured himself running out that ground ball in the 7th. Hayden Miller moves from right field to third base, and Keaton Ray will go into right field. Ray will be in Badalak's spot in the batting order. And the batter, Valentin, to lead off the 8th inning against left-hander Colin Kerrigan. 6-5, Florida International leading. The pitch. Laid it right in there for a strike, 0-1.
Kerrigan came on in relief of Logan Birch in the 7th inning with a runner on and 1 out. Got a strikeout and a great play by Hayden Miller in right field to get out of that inning.
Pitch swung on and hit to the first baseman. Picked up there by Trace Phillips. He'll tag the bag for out number 1.
And what that great play to end the 7th inning was about was getting Landon Birch off the hook. His final numbers goes 2 1/3 innings, gives up no runs on a hit, 2 walks, and a strikeout.
Here's the leadoff man, Ulloa. Has a double and a single in 4 trips. Pitch is high, outside ball 1. Now, Tony Kessinger may know where this place is, but I don't. Cutler Bay, Florida.
I'd have to go to Google Maps for that one.
Ground ball to short. Matt Wolf charges, got it over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th.
Well, I suspect that we're going to see Villarreal for yet another inning because there is nothing happening in that Panther bullpen.
This is Keyshawn Fritt. He had a home run in the 4th inning, 2-run homer, which right now is the difference in this game. Has a word with his coach before he goes up there. I expect the coach said, now, Keyshawn, you've hit one home run today. I know you've got another one in you.
Coach and the home plate umpire having a discussion about something, and coaches say, me? Don't know what you're talking about. Pleading his case about something. Home plate umpire is saying they're going to bring the third base umpire in.
I don't know what this is all about. I don't have any clue what this is all about.
Unless maybe
the coach was talking to his batter.
You know, it may be about charged conferences.
Well, that was definitely a conference. I don't know if it was charged or not. Now we're set to play. 2 outs.
Be interesting to Mike and umpire
Brett the batter.
Someday.
Well, he hit a long fly ball. I thought he'd hit another one, John, but hauled in by Nathan Brewer just shy of the warning track in left field. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah.
For Colin Kerrigan and the Raiders. 3 up and 3 down, nothing across. So we will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Florida International 6, Middle Tennessee 5 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
And we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Raiders trailing 6-5. We'll have Nathan Brewer to lead it off, followed by Wolf and then Hayden Miller against the left-hander Juan Villarreal. The Raider coach Kevin Nichols trotting to his position as the third base coach.
Are you putting that down as a trot?
I would call it a trot.
Okay.
Which slows to a walk. Brewer 0 for 3 today after a 2-home run game yesterday. Strikeout, ground out, fly out, the pitch. Fouled out of play, strike one. Lefty's pitch misses a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brewer hit number 5 and number 6 in yesterday's game. One of those a 3-run shot. The pitch fouled out of play, 1-2. Matt Wolf waiting to hit next. The 1-2 pitch, high, ball 2. Big left-hander, Villarreal. The 2-2 pitch. And he hit a fly ball into shallow right center. Everybody, there's 4 people on the run there. Center fielder makes the catch. And that is out number 1.
That's one of those that if it's not quite so high, you got 4 people converging on a ball that somebody's going to pick up off the grass.
Here's Matt Wolf. Grounded out, singled and walked. Blue Raiders shortstop. And the pitch to the plate, a little grounder to third, going to be a foul ball. Snapped up quickly by the third baseman in foul ground.
One of us needs to ask Matt Wolf about that. He's the Piano Man is his walk-up song. We need to find out if he's a piano player.
1 strike to count. Wolf comes back. He was full speed ahead down the first baseline.
That ball, yeah,
may or may not have been foul.
If it had stayed fair, he'd beat that out for a single.
Swinging a foul back to the screen, strike 2. Hayden Miller will be the next hitter. Came on as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning and stayed in the game. 2 strikes to Wolf. And struck him out swinging. Pulled a string on that one. It's out number 2. 3rd strikeout for the left-hander. So the batter will be Hayden Miller. He was called out on strikes in the 6th. Swings at the first pitch, hits it into right center. That's going to be playable for the center fielder, Serrano. He'll make the catch, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Raiders in the 8th. Nothing across, 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And the Raiders haven't been able to do much with this left-hander, Villarreal. So we go to the 9th inning. Still a 1-run game. Florida International 6, Middle Tennessee 5 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the 9th inning. Raiders trailing 6-5. We'll have Braves baseball after our game today. They are scheduled for 6:15 start out in San Diego. Here's West to lead it off in the 9th. 1 for 4. Single in the first. Big first baseman bats from the right side and facing the left-hander Colin Kerrigan. First pitch to West, laid it right in there for a strike. 0-1.
Kerrigan has come on and looked pretty good. He's retired 5 in a row.
Looks like the pitcher we saw toward the end of the season last year.
Yeah.
Swinging a shot to right field and a base hit just past Cale Vinson. And the throw comes back in quickly from Keaton Ray to hold him to a single. So a leadoff hit here in the 9th. And the batter will be Ildefonso. That's the first hit Kerrigan has given up.
Ildefonso 2 for 4 with a double and a single, but he's also grounded Grounded to the third baseman and then grounded into a 4-6-3 double play.
First pitch is low and inside, ball one.
So we could sure use that ground ball here.
Kerrigan checks the runner at first. And there's a strike, caught the inside corner, 1-1. Ball two into the turf. Kerrigan, number 30 for the Blue Raiders. Ildefonso, number 30 for the Panthers, facing each other here. 2-1 the count. Swinging a tap foul over by the on-deck circle. Down the third base side, 2-2. This is the middle game of a three-game series. Which will conclude tomorrow. Pitch high outside, ball three. Full count now, 3-2. 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for game three. Full count. I doubt if that runner will be moving.
I was just thinking that same thing, Dick.
He's not, and he struck him out. Threw him a good high fastball, and
that's probably why you don't start that runner.
First, another reason, because he looks like he runs like you and me.
Yes.
One out. The batter is Crespo, the third baseman.
Although I think that West does run better than Ildefonso runs, which is not very much.
Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Crespo has a double, has walked twice, and has bounced out to the mound. One strike the count. Strike two at the knees, 0-2.
Boy, and you're absolutely right, Dick. Colin Kerrigan definitely doesn't look like he was looking earlier this season.
Here's the two-strike pitch, fouled out of play. Count holds at 0-2.
I think he was having some arm problems, and it looks like he's worked those out. You know what else? He looks out there on the mound. His body language is confident.
The pitch. And one hopper to second. Out at second. No throw to first. Cale Vinson caught it on the hop, tossed it over to Wolf for the force out. On West coming down. For out number two.
That ball took a high hop on Vinson. He stayed with it. They made that play, but that extra height on that hop kept him from being able to turn the double play.
So 2 outs, a runner at first for Candes, who has struck out 3 times and laid down a sacrifice bunt. A left-handed hitter. Pitch is outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Crespo, who is a much faster runner than West, is on at first. Ball 2 is outside, 2-0. This is a lefty-lefty matchup. And ball 3 misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, and another left-hander on deck. Austin Deering, the center fielder.
Kerrigan with the pitch. Strike called. 3-1. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, Trace Phillips will lead off for the Raiders, and then Cale Vinson scheduled to hit next. And then Snyder. Strike two call, laid a fastball right over the heart of the plate, 3-2. So the runner will be off with this pitch with 2 outs. There he goes. Ball 4 is outside. First walk allowed by Kerrigan. And this is Deering. He was the first batter Colin faced when he came in the 7th, and he struck him out. Another left-handed batter. First and second, 2 outs. Strike one. He gets ahead in the count. Started him with an off-speed pitch.
That wind's starting to pick up again.
Fly ball left field. Brewer back. Running catch. Out number 3. That is all in the 9th. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We will go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It is still Florida International 6, Middle Tennessee 5 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
And we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Raiders needing 1 to tie, 2 to win as they trail 6-5. Florida International on the year is 4-3 in 1-run games. The Raiders are 3-2 in games decided by 1 run. And that's what we have right here, a 1-run game. 6-5. Raiders got off to a great start with 4 runs in the first inning, but didn't score again until the 5th. Meanwhile, FIU got a run in the 3rd and put up a 5 spot in the 4th. That's been all the scoring today. Trace Phillips leads it off in the 9th. First pitch to him is swung on and missed, strike 1. Cale Vinson scheduled to hit next. Pitch is low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Phillips. Singled in the 2nd, lined out in the 4th, and walked in the 6th, swinging a foul. 1-2. Need a base runner. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Villarreal with a pitch, high, ball 2. 2-2. And the left-hander delivers, tap foul. Just got the end of the bat on that one.
That looked like ball 3 to me.
I think it was going to be ball 3. But now it's still 2-2. And And the pitch to the plate, swung on, hit up the middle, a base hit.
That's the way to get this started.
So the Raiders have the base runner. The tying run is at first with nobody out. And Trace Phillips has a 2-hit game in his return.
And they're going to use a pinch runner now for him.
Is that Janela?
Number 20.
Yeah, that's Jackson Janela. A catcher will run for Phillips.
Well, here's the way that would work out. That would, if we tie this thing up, if it should have to go to extras, Janela then could stay in behind the plate, and Minnick would go to first base.
Batter is Cale Vincent now. Would you bunt Vincent and waste Precious out to try and get that runner to second?
I think I would.
There's the bunt, foul ball. Catcher dove for it, tried to catch it before it hit the turf, but it's a strike to Vincent.
And I think I leave that bunt on.
You've got a couple of pretty good hitters in Snyder and Keaton Ray scheduled.
That's right.
Another bunt foul, and it's 0-2.
Now the key thing is to stay out of the double play.
They might have it on again, the bunt side.
Wouldn't hurt anything.
We'll see.
Just would get unsuccessful. It just goes as a strikeout.
Struck him out swinging. So that is out number 1 in the 9th, and the batter is Eston Snyder. Singled in the first. That has been his only hit today. He did walk and score in the 5th. Jackson Janela pinch running is the tying run at first base. Draws a throw, gets back. Guy's got kind of a sneaky move to first base. Snyder hits a fly ball to left. That should be handled by the left fielder. And Fret makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down in the 9th, and Keaton Ray will be the batter. It'll be his first at bat since he came in as a defensive replacement.
Right fielder, number 6, Keaton Ray.
Keaton Ray 3 for 10 on the season against left-handers. That right fielder has moved back a little bit.
First pitch in for a strike, 0-1.
Playing no doubles in right field.
Throw to first, runner back. All 3 outfielders played deep. They don't want anything to get behind them. And again, a throw to first. 1 strike to count. There are 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Raiders have the tying run at first. Keaton Ray, the batter. Missed outside, 1-1.
Oh, Villarreal hit the mitt where it was placed. But Rooney had set up way outside. Set up outside again.
Miss, and it's 1-2. Chase that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, ball 2. 2-2.
I think he just called a balk.
I think you're right. So Janela advances to second on a balk.
And that's a no pitch.
So the count reverts back to 1-2. And now the tying run is at second base.
Single ties it.
1-2 pitch outside, ball 2.
They had no intention of even getting within a foot of the plate.
2-2. And the pitch to the plate, lined foul out of play. Tyler Minnick waiting to hit next, hoping to hit next. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Runner leads at second. Struck him out swinging. And that will end the ball game. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. So Florida International wins the game by a score of 6-5 and evens up the series at 1 game apiece. The Panthers are now 18-10 on the year, 3-2 in the league. The Raiders are 14-12, 2-3 in Conference USA. It's a good, well-played baseball game between a couple of pretty good teams here this afternoon. 6-5 the final. We will be back with totals and highlights. John will be down on field level shortly to have get some words from Coach Jerry Myers. So we'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with highlights coming up next on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Junior Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
WGNS, the flagship station.
Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap the action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Fraley, attorney at law, and by Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. Let's head to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
Welcome back. The Raiders dropped the second game of this 3-game series by a score of 6-5. Final totals for Florida International: 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors, and they leave 10 men on base. For the Raiders, 5 runs. They had 7 hits, no errors, and left 6 runners. The Raiders got on the board first with a big 4-run first inning. They had 3 hits in the inning, and the big hit was a 2-run double by Brett Von Dolan. 2 more runs scored after that. So it was 4-0 going into the
best rosters
third inning.
1 ball and 1 strike. Here it is to Riley. And he hits one well to deep center field. Heading back. He just wrecked that thing.
FIU got on the board with a single run in the third inning.
Turning stars
and then the Panthers scored 5.
He hits one very well to
and a
deep
big
center field.
4th inning before the Raiders could get the side out, make it 6-4. Raiders came back for the run in the 5th to make it 6-5, and that's the way it ended. As the Raiders in the bottom of the 9th inning got the first batter on, tying run, but were unable to get him across. He did advance to second on a balk, but Keaton Ray struck out to end the game. And 6-5 is the final score. The winning pitcher would be Eckes. His record now 1-0, and the loss will go to Chandler Alderman, the Raiders starter. He is 2-4, and Villarreal, third pitcher used by the Panthers, gets the save, and he had a very good outing. 4 scoreless innings. He only gave up 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 5, and Villarreal picks up the save. For the Raiders, Chandler Alderman goes 4 innings, allows 6 runs, all earned, 9 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Landon Birch came in through 2 1/3 innings of good relief, no runs, 1 hit, 2 walks and a strikeout. Colin Kerrigan, 2 2/3 innings, no runs, 1 hit, a walk and 2 strikeouts. But the Raiders unable to push across that tying run in the 9th inning. So the final is 6-5. I think John is ready down on the field level with Coach Myers.
Tough loss today.
Any loss is tough. You get a 1-run game, or the margin of error is very slim, and you take a look at all the opportunities. Whether we could have, played damage control in the inning where they scored 5, or if we could have tacked on somewhere and made it even a little more interesting, and did a good job of getting the leadoff guy on, and Chase got a hit up the middle, and we weren't able to get that tying run come around. But we did a decent job out of the bullpen. We did a decent job offensively, jumping on them right off the bat and putting up a big inning. We had 1 big inning, they had 1 big inning, and both bullpens did their jobs, but the game was in the balance and we didn't get it done today, so it's frustrating.
You had to feel good about Colin Kerrigan's performance today.
Yeah, Colin did a great job. Obviously, he missed the whole month after a couple outings early in the year, but he's starting to feel better, and today there's pretty much as good as it's come out of his hand as we've seen, and hopefully he can continue to do that because we're going to need him, and that was a good effort today for sure. Birch did a nice job holding him as well.
Looking at his talking about Kerrigan, I thought his body language was showing confidence.
Yeah, he's a confident kid, and he fills it up, and he's not afraid to get hit. He doesn't shy away from the zone, and for the most part, if his mechanics are good and he's locating his pitches, he's gonna fill up the zone, and he did a pretty decent job of that today, and we needed it, but so we could have an opportunity to see if we could scrap and get back in it and tie it up with a chance to win, and he did his job on that end.
So we come to tomorrow, the series in the balance.
Yeah, where you're at home and you try to do everything you can whether you're home or on the road, but you're home with a chance to win a series going into Sunday, and it's not the first thing that you'd sign up for, but it's the second one. So we have an opportunity, a great opportunity in front of us tomorrow. We need to be ready to go, and I'm confident our guys will be, and hopefully we can play our best game of the weekend.
Have you made a pitching decision for tomorrow?
Have not yet.
Still TBA?
TBA.
All right. Back to you, Dick.
All right, thank you, John. Thanks to Coach Myers. So you hear the Raider pitcher for tomorrow is yet to be determined. Florida International wins the second game of this three-game series by a score of 6-5, and the two teams will go after it again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So our scheduled first pitch will be on the air at 12:45. Hope you'll come out to the ballpark and enjoy the game in person. If not, give us a tune on the Blue Raider Network. We'll be on our flagship station, WGNS, at 12:45, or a live stream if you can't pick up the signal. So that's going to do it for the ballpark. From our partner, John Callow, this is Dick Palmer. We thank you so much for listening. See you tomorrow with more Blue Raider baseball here on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Thanks for listening to today's Middle Tennessee State University baseball game. Today's game has been produced by Van Wagner College through the facilities of WGNS Radio. The content of today's game is owned by Van Wagner College and the Blue Raider Network and may not be reproduced without express written permission of Middle Tennessee State University and Van Wagner College. Be sure to join us next time for more Middle Tennessee baseball here on the Blue Raider Network.